welcome Manite Tan Kim Wang and our music director of Abang Adik, Mr. Ryota Katayama. Finally, we've seen them in the real person. So please take a seat. 请坐，请坐，请坐. And of course, I think later on, we welcome everyone to share your feedbacks with our cast and crews because they are waiting for this moment for a very long time because they wanted to hear from all of you the first and very direct impressions of how do you like the film. So we'll start off a little chat first with director Gino. Okay, because this is also a very memorable first time for director Gino. It's your first movie directing and also as scriptwriter.
Yes.
Now, tell everybody because Abang Adik is a very emotional, compelling film. How do you come about? What inspired you to have this movie and this topic?
Okay. First of all, thank you all the mediums joining the screening today. Thank you if you really like this film, and also thank you for the tears if there is any.
Who needs tissue?
But anyway, my intention is not to make people cry on the screen because I think there is a very strong emotion in this film, especially when you watch the brotherhood, how they are love in pitching them. I always want to bring up the story from the place where I grew, which is Malaysia. So I always focus into the human relationship.
Yeah, human.
Especially the love between us. So I always think that no matter how our life is so struggle, how unfair the world, I believe that the love inside our heart is a veil to keep us surviving.
Yeah.
That's why for Abang Adik, I totally focus in the status issue as a background. But the main thing is we come back to the human love, the brotherhood love, how they connect each other, how they help each other, how they love each other, and to facing all the struggle life and problem.
And I personally want to ask this question. This is just on top of my mind because Pudu is such a familiar place. Why do you choose Pudu?
Because I like Pudu a lot.
Because a lot of good food.
Yeah, because since 2017, there's a project called Shorter Life. We starting shooting in Pudu. We found that there's a lot of different people staying over there, and their life is so fantastic and so 生命力，很有生命力。
Oh, it's very vibrant.
Oh, vibrant. Oh, yeah. So that's why I choose Pudu is because you see all the character inside the film actually is same 同样人种。
Oh, they are same background.
Yeah, same background. I mean, for those who staying there, almost the same actually. So when we are doing the survey in Pudu, actually we spend a lot of time in Pudu to doing the same survey. Even we staying there and then just watch from morning until night time. I feel a lot. I feel the different time, different hour, different people, how they move, how they work, how they walk, how they.
There's such an attractive array of life over there because you see,
But the most important thing is the Pudu, there's a 气味叫什么?
Oh, the smell, the odor in
Pudu.
Pudu.
See the sweating smell, the working smell.
Somehow there is a Pudu smell, you know, because you mix a lot of good food, you know, a lot of kitchens going on.
Yeah, a lot of
people,
rats actually.
a lot of rats, right?
Yeah, it's very unhygienic.
Yeah, unhygienic, but inhygienic, but still, it's still a wonderful place. Especially, it brings back a lot of memory and familiarity. Now, we would like to pose the questions to our executive producer, Miss Lee Xin-jie, because you are a renowned actress. But what makes you want to take on this job as an executive producer for the first time ever and join Abang Adik?
I think first of all, I would like to thank to Director Jean because he's the one who invited me to the project. And I never think of being EPN. I never think that I have this ability to become an executive producer. So when he invited me, I was very surprised. But that's for sure. I always have a hope that I can contribute my experience and resources as a filmmaker over 20 years back to Malaysian movie. So when he bring Abang Adik synopsis and show me, I was very touching because I stay in Malaysia. I moved back to Malaysia for more than 15 years already, and I have developed a foundation, a charity foundation, where I take care of the underprivileged families, children. So when I see the story is about undocumented people, so I was very touching. I think this is a very meaningful story. And I think the moment I decided to take this position, I can feel that both of us, we have a kind of a mission that we want to develop a Malaysian movie that which we can bring it to on the stage world.
Yeah, international level.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
and it's also a very touching and moving subject, especially when it comes to the people who are living at the very bottom of the society.
Yes, I think as you know, I think not many filmmakers has the courage to voice up, to bring up this issue.
Mhm.
So I think Jin is very brave. And I think he's very clever because he bring the story. He write a story that bring out this issue with like the humanity and very touching story that make all the audience delve so deep into the story, and you feel touching. It's not a very hard way to
Yeah.
tell the issue. So I think he is very successful.
See, I'm going to go back to director and also pose this question to our executive producer, because from zero to now, Abang Adik is showing at many places, okay? And it has won so many awards internationally. What is your feeling? Because these are your babies. Yeah.
Actually, it's an amazing journey to me because since the first festival in Switzerland early of this year, March, when we won the award from the in the international festival, I feel that actually my most important part to me is I want to bring the Malaysia film to do to show in different country with the audience, and then I would like to hear what is their feedback. They understand what is the message that I would like to deliver throughout the film and the scene. Yeah. But most of the audience in Europe, like Italy, even in New York, I think they are very. I think their reaction is same because of the love. They understand what,
humanity. Yeah.
but they also realize that there's a stateless issue has been so long, and then didn't have a proper way to solve it in Malaysia. But the main thing is that this is a Malaysia film. This is a Malaysia film. That's why I always want to do that, and then I'm proud to do that. And especially when we travel more country, we reach more like Poland. Last month I go to Poland festival. I can't imagine in my entire life I can go Poland. I never expect I can go Poland.
Join the tour, you can go anywhere.
No, even the Dubai, Dubai.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, I think movie is a magical thing to me. It can bring me to travel and then to meet a lot of people. Yeah, this is what I want to do.
Shinji?
I really think that Malaysia is a very unique country because our population is formed by different races that we have created like multicultural society. We have so many different languages, different religions and lifestyles. So I think at the same time, the conflict within the complications society also creates a lot of issues that we can make it as a movie story. So for me, I think Malaysia, we have a very special story that one cannot find in other places. So, but because our film industry is not 还是不是很蓬勃？It's not
It's not
very.
it's not too well developed yet.
Yeah, yeah. So I always have this like dream, that we can work very very hard, put our heart and soul into the productions, and one day we can really promote Malaysian movie to many 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 places, and through the audience in different country, they can know Malaysians even deeper more. So I think Abang Adik, we kind of like will make it.
So this is the first step. Abang Adik
First step,
opens the
sure.
door.
Yeah, and we hope that Malaysians, our film industry can continuing develop and grow.
Yep. Say hello to everyone in Bahasa Malaysia.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, apa khabar? I'm Cameron Wu. Nice to meet you.
What is your favorite food in Malaysia? 马来西亚最喜欢吃的是什么
Silat吗？Sit up.
Sit down. Sit down. Now, of course, after we watch Abang Adik, everyone is we are so pulled into the movie because of Abang Adik, both of the characters and also the storyline. I think they are very curious. How do you prepare yourself to play a deaf and mute person? How do you bring yourself into the character? 你是怎么样去准备当一个聋哑人士，在电影当中有那么精彩的演出？
其实台湾的聋哑人士跟马来西亚的不同。我是到了马来西亚重新认识了当地的聋哑人士。那我觉得不只是只有专业的翻译，而是真的深入到认识到马来人，然后甚至是马来西亚工作的华人。
所以我们刚才讲的台湾的聋哑人士，马来西亚聋哑人士是生活方式也不一样吗？是这样子吗？
是，我觉得因为一个台湾人必须要了解一个不同国家的人，所以那时候有提前1个半月过来，直接住在马来西亚。那对我来说，这是认识不同的文化最重要的，就是需要用时间去跟他们相处。
Now, see, because to prepare the Abang, the character itself, Wukang actually spent about 3 months, spending the 3 months time to prepare and to get himself adjusted in Malaysian lifestyle. And the part that is very challenging to him is that because playing a deaf mute character, you need to learn sign language and also learn how to live like a deaf mute person. And he comes from Taiwan, and Taiwan lifestyle for a deaf mute person is different from Malaysian deaf mute person. So he also, although he has already done some research in Taiwan, but when he comes over to Malaysia, he has to relearn all of that, including the sign language, because system different. So different system, and then the way that they communicate with each other is different as well. So he spent a lot of time, dwelling on that, and that's how he made Abang character come alive. But let's talk a little bit about Abang, because playing Abang is a very emotional charged kind of moment. How do you actually get yourself prepared for all these big moments? 其实在阿邦的这个角色里面，因为很多的大情绪都围绕在他身上。其实自己有没有在演出之前是做了什么样的准备功夫，然后让自己进入到他的世界当中？
因为我们那时候我真的有在复读上班，是真的有去复读的激荡上班，所以我认识了很多像戏里面一样没有身份证的朋友、同事。所以我觉得与其学手语跟不能讲话，大家以为很困难，但我觉得认识他们，真的跟他们相处，对我来说是需要用时间去跟他们交换的。所以从他们的身上，我理解到很多他们的心情。那手语就是不断的练习，那加上理解他们、认识他们很重要，跟他们一起做事、一起杀鸡、一起吃饭，那就会对他们的心情会有一种同理的感同身受。
All right, because to Cameron, actually, aside from being a deaf mute character that is challenging, the other part of the challenging thing is to become a stateless person. Because you need to understand or you need to walk into the shoes of a stateless person before you can become them in the movie. So he spent a lot of time, aside from learning the sign language, he needs to work with them in Pudu market, seriously the pasar, where he Malay ayam, okay, all this. He needs to work with them, stay with them, talk to them, communicate with them. This is a very important part to him because to him, you need to understand them, you need to be like them before you can act in the movie. So that part is very important. 当然，你觉得就是1年半前来马来西亚和这一次来马来西亚，其实你觉得最大的不一样点在哪里 ？OK， let me translate that first because he said that about a year and a half ago he came to Malaysia for the shooting, and then now after a year and a half, then he come back Malaysia again. What is the difference? What do you see the difference in Malaysia?
Now I can eat
Why?
because 因为我去年我真的因为从大概这个体重来到马来西亚，我必须瘦到像戏里面的样子，所以那时候来其实我没有吃到太好吃的东西。这一次我可以吃很多的。
Now, because a year and a half ago he came here for shooting, so he need to watch out for his weight because he need to slim down. As you see, Abang is very thin, so that he couldn't eat a lot of the Malaysian delicacy. So now that this time around he come to Malaysia, he can eat all he wants. Congratulations, 恭喜你 A lot of nasi lemak for you. Alright, now let's move on to Adik, Jack Tan.
Hai, hai semua, nama saya Jack Tan. Terima kasih datang sudi tengok filem ni dengan kita. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, Jack started off as a singer, and now you move into the acting industry, especially playing Adik in Abang Adik, this movie. Now, we would like to know a little bit more on what makes you think that you want to join the team and act as Adik in this movie.
Because this is what really happened in Malaysia,
Okay.
and I think this is the very challenge for me, especially the performance part. And I think this is the good timing for me. Give it a try. Yeah, very challenging for me.
So you want to make a personal breakthrough in your career as well.
Yeah.
But this is also the first time you are collaborating with Kang Ren.
Yes.
Well, how do you think about the chemistry? Is it challenging?
So stressful.
he is a very renowned actor in the world.
Yeah. He is very professional, and he's just like Abang.
Yeah.
I mean, Abang 大哥哥. Yeah, he
Abang.
take care of me so well. And,
Elder brother.
Yes. And 康仁，我认识他的时候是我们与恶的时候，就是一直都知道在台湾他有很棒的作品跟他的认真，所以跟他合作其实真的学得非常非常多。
Actually, they know each other because they spent time in Taiwan, and so through Kang Ren, Jack actually learns a lot and grow up a lot. I think I want to know what is the most challenging part acting with Kang Ren?
Wow, what is the most challenging part? Okay, 因为他会为了一个戏，为了一个角色去做不同的改变。I mean, like, he slim down and become dark， 就是越来晒得越来越黑，不吃东西这样。他是一个很疯狂的人，对我来说，疯狂的一个表演者。所以我那时候觉得挑战的就是我也要跟他一样疯狂，所以我也变胖，对，然后也就让自己外形上面有变不一样。
I think this is a fun part of being actors because you influence each other. So because when Jack acts with Kang Ren, they influence each other because in the movie, Abang is a very thin, a very tan person. Then he needs to do a lot of changes, adjusted in his personal appearance. Then Jack feels that he also need to keep up with the effort. So he needs to put on weight. He needs to be very laid back, dyeing hair and all these things. So everyone is playing their part so well and so
I think
dedicated.
this is very interesting because I can eat what I want, what I like,
You should eat in front of him.
For the character, I gained I think 8 kg kg.
8 kgs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we spent like 1 month.
All right, now we would like to move on to Money Jie, Tan Kim Wang. Now, Kim Wang is a very well-experienced stage play actor, and this is his first attempt in acting in a movie. And with the first attempt in the movie, he already got nominated in Taiwan, the Golden Horse Award Best New Performer.
Thank you.
And wait, tell us a little bit about your feelings because this is your first attempt.
First of all, selamat petang dan datang tengok wayang kami. Before I go further, I nak standby tissue dulu. Or else every time interview, suddenly someone pass me a tissue like used before or what, I also don't know. I just suddenly
Because you cry! Because you cry too much!
Okay, 25 years ago, I actually I played a transgender role in stage play. My first stage play, first time performing, I was like shivering on stage, you know, like to be aqua and this. So, and 25 years later, director called me and said, "Hey, you want to act in my movie?" I said, "Okay, what role?" "Another transgender." I said, "What miracle is this?" So I take a role. And a lot of people ask me, how difficult to prepare a role? I say, I already prepared 25 years ago. And this 25 years, I just add on, I leave on, I do different job, and I just add everything into the role. So, and here, born Money there.
Yeah.
With plenty of love to share.
A lot of people like Money Jie character so much because this is very important role, especially for the two brothers.
Oh yeah. Thank God I only got one scene with Kang Ren, or else I would be crazy also.
And now, we would like to talk to our music director, Ryota Katayama. So, Ryota, as a music director, you are taking care of all the musics in the movie. But at the same time, why do you want to involve yourself in the production team? You are also an assistant director in the movie.
Yes, I'm the third assistant director. The whole reason I'm doing that is because I was very nervous when director approached me because I have never done like film scoring or like writing a theme song for a movie before. So when he approached me, I was like, oh, you're being real. And the real things, the feelings of like all the stresses come on for the next few days after I finished the script. And I remember I was like, I gotta do something about it before the 6 months start for my part to do the film score. So I approached director and asked him like, I can like buy water, I can buy food, I can even wash plate or whatever they need me to do. I just want to be involved in the film set so I can get inspired, so I can learn how to like make a film. Yeah.
See, this is a very good spirit, especially, I think this is encompasses everyone working in the Abang Adik team because everyone doesn't care what they do, they just want to contribute.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is a very good spirit. So, for now, we would like to also take your questions. We'd like to open the floor. If you have any questions or if you have any reviews or you have anything to say to our cast and crews, you may raise your hand. Our crew members over here, they will pass you the mic. Can we do that? All right, over there. Can you tell us your name? Oops.
Hello, my name is Jared from the Malay Mail. Thank you, everyone, cast and crew, for giving us this beautiful movie. I just want to ask a question for Jin. What were the challenges in making Abang Adik over the pandemic during the production? And how did you handle the subject matter with all of its sensitivities? Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I think because before before I'm the producer as well in my
Previous work.
Yeah. So the most challenging part honestly is the investment. Yeah, because because we are not a commercial movie, we are not a Chinese New Year movie as well. Because some of
Okay,
no,
that's
no,
another
I didn't mean
new headline.
No, that's why my first investor is from US. It's from US. It's because we explore our project in Taiwan film project promotion market during 2020 Golden Horse Film Project market. Then we only secure the first investment from the production company from from US. So basically, because based on my producer experience, actually everything is quite well planning well, and everything is for me is under control, honestly. Because we are starting the pre-production is quite early. For myself, like the location actually, because we are shooting last year June, start from
Last
June.
year, June.
But my preparation for my location first part is start from 2000, the January of the January last year January.
2022.
6 months before. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why because all my crew is we work for so long time already. All my Malaysia project are using the same crew, so they very understand me. They know me. Of course, based on the very tiny budget, that's why they really want to contribute. That's why I say this project is full of the blessing and the cherries and the love, because everyone is receiving a little pay, but they are contribute a lot. So this is the first question. Always a money matter. Yeah, to me. Okay. To Kangren, because when we are starting talking about the script with the Xinjie, we actually for the Abang this character from the very beginning we open for any country actors because it's new and deaf. That's why we open. We like to open. I always want to bring more crew, more different crew or more different actors from overseas to join us, because I think this is a 交流 culture.
Oh, this is a
They can
communications,
learn,
yeah.
they can learn from each other. Like our DP is from India. You know, he taught me a lot. He guided me a lot because I'm the new director. Actually, I'm quite afraid. I don't know how to pan the camera, how to do the angle, how to do the screenshot. You know.
But the Abang Adik is so good.
Yeah. That's why. Even I'm the producer before, I work a lot the project, but as a new director, I also have my own challenging to myself. So, however, everyone is helping me a lot. So I not consider this a very difficult thing to me, but you know, even we are starting shooting, I only secure 60% of the investment. Yeah, we need to go and learn from my friend to cover all the expenses during the shooting time. Yeah, this how tough is it.
So the brutal reality of a director.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, the second question is sorry.
The sensitive part of the issue.
Yeah. Okay. As I told the Taiwan media also asked me this question. From very beginning, I just afraid the death sentence will be banned by the government, banned by the LPF, because when we are doing the survey, we meet the officer from the prison.
Officer from prison.
Yeah, he keep advising and say, hey director, jangan buat itu lah, nanti you buat itu LPF censor you just waste your money. But I think this is very important part to me, that's why I insist lah. So I just remain. And other things like, okay, honestly, there's a sex scenes in the international version. Just a very short one, around 30 seconds. But because I respect our country, it's a Muslim country, and some of the sensitive part I just cut it out, but it's not affect the whole story structure. So I really want to this one, because we do so many projects already. We already know what is the rules and terms and conditions from the LPM. That's why I would like to follow, but I would like to release this one. That's why when we are doing the script, we are doing the editing, I know which part can be cutting out, and then it won't affect the whole story. So I think that's what.
Yeah, it's still a difficulties, but we can overcome that.
That's why I just put this issue, status issue, is in the story background. I let the audience just
Raise the awareness.
Yeah, just to create awareness.
Yeah.
That's right.
We are raising the awareness, but we are not debating about this.
Yeah. But luckily, the transgender character is not cutting out.
All right.
Yeah, they just allow.
Money is very
Yeah,
important.
if not,
Sorry, it's not going to.
yeah, where is the money? Yeah, this.
Do we have other questions? You're welcome to ask. All right. Can we do over there first? We'll come back to you. Yeah. We'll
Hi,
come back to
my
you.
name is Murni from Bernama Digital Media. So I would like to ask Mr. Jin, why did you I mean, focus Abang to be someone who is deaf and mute. Why? What's the story behind that?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, from same from the very beginning, that when we doing the script, the Adik, the character is the first
Developed person.
Yeah. So when we go through the Abang, supposedly he should
Be able to talk.
Yeah, just like a normal person. But one day I just found that if he can't talk, he can't even speak and hear. Is that the something means to me is more strongly like in the as a silent group, because he didn't represent only himself.
And also
Yeah.
to a lot of people, you tak ada suara.
Yeah, you see like
Tak kira you apa suara apa yang you cakap, you tak ada suara langsung.
yeah, that's why Abang character is represent the whole group. I mean the whole people they are facing this issue. No matter how you shout, how you scream, how you say, this. I mean
I still want to bring back to that scene in the jail.
yeah.
No matter how much effort, how much energy you want to use and tell the whole I don't want to leave,
Yeah,
but no one
that's
listen
right.
to you.
That is quite sad, right?
It is very sad.
But
It is very
it's
sad.
a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real.
But in real life, there are people like that. That's how the bottom part of the society they actually feels like. I think putting the scene in Pudu is actually a very, to me it's a very correct choice, a proper choice, because you really see the different walks of life over there.
我想说是无声的控诉更强大，
嗯
无声的控诉。
So it's like you have so many things that you want to tell the society, but you just don't have the voice to do it. You just cannot do it.
I think the best part of Abang Adik is the power of silence.
Yes.
Yeah, especially the very last second scenes that both of them, the last time they meet each other, and then silent language, no any voice. Yeah, the silence make everybody was like quiet down, and you feel it so deep. Yeah, I think there's the power of silence. Yeah.
And also, without languages, you encompasses every language barriers throughout the world. Because I'm signing. So you understand throughout the world, there is no language barriers over there. Yeah. That's it. Answer your
Thank you.
questions. All right, thank you. We'll come back over here. You have a question just now?
Yes, I do. Hi. Okay, my name is Shah from Bus KL. My first question is for Jin as well. Why did you pick Mr. Kang? Because I know you mentioned it was open to a lot of other people from all over the world, and he gave a brilliant performance. Okay, no doubt about that. But is there a reason? Was there any other, perhaps a Malaysian actor who was just as good, who could deliver? Maybe that's why you decided not to pick anyone else. You picked him. Okay.
Mhm.
And second question, you said you picked the stateless issue. Was it random, or
There was a
it's
story
something
behind
close to you? Yeah, maybe there's a reason you decided to pick, because you could have picked any other issue, but you picked to use the stateless issue behind it. So those are my two questions. Thank
All
you.
right. Well, so,
Kangren.
Cameron, why the casting questions, the casting.
Casting manager, please. My casting manager is here. Okay. Actually, there's an interesting story behind this process, because we are as I mentioned just now, we are trying to explore this project in 2020 in Taiwan Golden Horse, the film project market. Because we need to do a presentation, 3 days pitching, and then we need to do a PPT. Then in the character side, we need to put the artist or the actor photo. Of course,
As in reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because for Adik, we already know we want to put Jack. But for Abang, who should want to put? Because that's for presentation only, right? So when I discussed with Shinjay just suddenly say that, maybe we can try Kangen. That time we did not even know him yet.
Okay.
Because only presentation, right? Inside the room, just
But-
for the reverse.
But I think for the first time I recommend coming is because I'm quite sure, I'm quite confirmed about this. Yeah, because I watched Cameron's movie, one of his Taiwan's movie 7 years ago. It called What and.
Mhm.
And actually, there's the only movie I watched. I watched his performance, but I was so impressed by his performance because I think because I'm an actress, so I can feel like he has a very strong strength within him as an actor. So I think from the first day I discussed with Jean, I'm quite, I have the instinct that he is the right person.
It's like you are doing for your presentation, but still you need to pick wisely your reference.
Yeah, that's why after Xinjie say Kangren, I just take about 10 to 20 minutes. I try to imagine dia boleh jadi Malaysian ke? I just I say yes.
Oh, that goes back to your question left view. So ada bahasa Melayu. Tak payah.
So, okay, during the 3 days presentation, that's the thing happened is one of his friends, is a producer, come to listen our project. After the presentation, at night, his friend just passed the story to him. And then after 2 days, the producer text me, say he like to meet us. He come to us. I said, okay, maybe can you give me his manager's contact? He said he don't have. He is the manager. He bought off himself. He just managed himself all the way. That's why I say, how come I am afraid because he is the actor. He's so famous in Taiwan. So after 1 month, we try to keep touch and then starting know each other and then slowly share the story. This is what we start our project.
How it started off.
So at the end, then we decided it's Kangren.
What about the stateless issue? Is it a random thing or do you have a personal story behind?
During our presentation at 2020, starting I want to do the red IC.
Red IC.
You know why? Because Ryota is holding the red IC.
Oh.
He's holding. And then somewhere in the pandemic during that 3 years, we know our government giving our supporting funds, something like
Yes.
that. But some of the friends, they also born in Malaysia, but they cannot take the fund or the support from the government. And there's a lot of news coming out. So after we complete the presentation, we come back to Malaysia, then we starting do the survey with the NGO. Then we found out no IC is more serious than the red IC. So I changed everything back to the stateless. So so jadi the stateless issue lah. Because I always want to, because there's a story, I don't know why there's a lot of news come from the newspaper about the stateless during that 3 years. That's why I feel so sad, honestly. That's why I try to do something.
Emotional compelling to do this.
That's all. This is the point.
Does it answer your questions?
Boleh ke?
All right. Sure.
If you didn't pick Mr. Kang, did you have any other candidate to play his role? Pick me.
No, because I think during our presentation that 3 days, a lot of the production company or the investor when they know we want to I mean there's a reference, they say it's quite fit to this character, that's why he's very confident to us. But he comes so quick, so fast, so I didn't ready yet. I double A.
And also, I think it's a convincing choice.
Yeah.
If there's a room for debate, maybe you need to think. But he is a very convincing actor, with his ability, with his skills, and
he will on and off. He will call me. Macam mana? Okay.
The power of following up.
So he will call me on and off. I said, belum lah. I scream lah 1 tahun lah. Belum tulis, belum survey habis. That's why. He followed this project very closely. Honestly, that's why I feel the sincerity of him.
I think he mentioned in some of his interview before here that he worked really hard to get this role. Yeah, he worked really hard to get this role. Yeah, power of following up. Does that answer your questions? Thank you. And
I have a question for Mr. Kang.
Mr. Kangren Wu. Mr. Wu.
Mr. Wu, sorry.
That's okay.
No problem.
Okay, you mentioned just now that Mr. Wu worked hard for this project because he really wanted the project. I would like to know why. What attracts the movie to him?
你为什么那么想要得到阿邦的这个角色？
We need another 30 minutes.
It's okay.
那是了吗？
那是了吗？ because you can eat Malaysian food.
主要是因为在台湾，我的工作算非常的顺利，我可能我可以一辈子在台湾演戏，可是如果有一个机会把一个演员丢在一个未知的国度，对自己不了解的国度，身为这样的一个剧本，这样的一个还可以可以从剧本里面嗅到马来西亚味道的一个剧本，对一个演员来说吸引力是非常大的。对，而且加上阿邦这个角色，我对他有非常多的想象，所以加上导演又是第一次新导演，加上整个团队，那我很希望在这一次的表演当中是让马来的朋友看到是不会失望的。其实那时候在演的时候，因为我知道我饰演的并不是单纯是一个华人。所以在这部戏里面，除了我可以提早来以外，然后你也看到我现在的肤色，其实我是一点粉都没有上的，所以那是天然的晒到黑。然后我觉得饭店的那个 waiter 都会觉得我疯了，因为我每天都在地上躺着晒太阳，然后再加上我希望在戏里面，虽然因为我们成本非常低，所以我不需要靠动画，我是可以用我的意志力让我直接从70公斤直接瘦到57公斤，在短短的2个月之中，然后只是为了要呈现出不一样的国籍，但是我觉得我的心是非常理解阿邦这样的角色。
Okay, let me summarize that. There's a long answer. No, but because to a lot of actors, especially an actor working in Taiwan for so long, he could actually choose to be complacent, to spend his acting life in Taiwan for doing whatever he thinks is comfortable. But then for this project, it actually gives him a opportunity to break through. You can go over to a country that you don't know, that you have no knowledge of. You spend time over there, develop the character. At the same time, you are working with a lot of first-timer, like for example, Gino as a first-time director. The team themselves, it's very, they are hungry to grow. They have the hunger to grow. So to him as an actor, there's room for him to improve and to break through. And at the same time, he say that Malaysia actually has for example, Pudu, he said smells, the particular smells that I think he thinks that it's attractive, but I don't think so. But he spent a lot of time in developing his character. To him, I think that it's something that is attractive to himself, especially when he spent time, like for example, changing his appearances from a very normal looking like this to the Abang appearance, which is very tan, which is very thin, and spending time doing sunbathing in hotel all day long, and then even the hotel, the servers or the working person, the servers over there, they're like, is this crazy person? Yeah, so spending time to just sunbathing every day, and to you, what his skin colors, the skin tone itself looks like, it's all by nature. There is no after effects or computer generated effects. So everything because he spent time to do it like organically. Yeah. So I think that's one of the reasons why he wanted Abang that role so badly. Thank you. I hope that summarizes. Otherwise, you can tell me. Oh, hang on. There's another question over there. We'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Three simple questions.
Yep.
But let me speak in my bahasa.
Okay.
First question. Why you choose Abang Adik, not Brotherhood?
Oh.
The second.
Nama itself lah.
Okay, forget. I'm Melayu Yusuf from panggung kita. The second question, atau soalan yang kedua, kenapa dari mana dapat idea yang habit ketuk telur di kepala tu? Sebab still show lah kiranya. Dan yang ketiga, berapa lama belajar bahasa isyarat tu?
Oh, berapa lama? Okay.
Masih.
First question first, Abang Adik.
Actually, I now buat satu film that represent Malaysia film. I nama title Brothers. brother so common. I know something represent Malaysia. That's why I like Abang Adik. That's why every time I go festival, the first thing I want to explain to audience is the title. I want to tell them this is not the English title. It's Abang Adik. Why is the mean Abang? Why is the mean Adik? When they put together, it's mean brothers. Yeah, they feel so interesting about Abang Adik, and then they also learn the first Malay word through this film. So this is itu mengapa saya nak buat Abang Adik lah. Okay, the telur.
Telur. Kenapa ada?
Because I always think that since the brother they are so close, they should have something in between them is only they know, only they can do. So I just think about the telur because for telur in Malaysia, I think is everyone can boleh beli lah, dia tak mahal.
Affordable.
Can affordable. Sama 水煮蛋叫什么？
Itu telur masak.
telur masak, yeah, hard boiled egg.
Lembus.
So because why during my primary school, I have one classmate. Dia rumah sangat miskin. Setiap hari dia bagi dia satu telur saja. Dia makan boleh tak lapar lah kerana satu telur.
Boleh tahan tapi tak kenyang.
Tapi semasa dia makan, dia tak ada ketus atas meja, dia ketus sini.
Dia tak ada abang. Dia ketuk sendiri, dia tak ada abang.
Dia tak ketus saya lah, dia ketus saya satu kodio. So I sangat during saya buat itu story, saya singkat dia. So I think this ketua is very signature to this brotherhood. I mean, it's very to me is亲密动作叫什么
？Intimate dia punya gesture.
Yeah. So that's why the law is coming from this ideal lah.
Okay, bahasa isyarat berapa lama?
Berapa lama the sign language? I think because coming before he came, he learned the sign language in Taiwan.
Different system.
Yeah, different system. Bila dia datang sini, semua tak boleh pakai. Dia nak try like yang baru. We invite Jennifer. Is a local. So we take almost
1.5
months.
months.
1.5 months. Yeah, 1.5 months. Especially there's a scene with the monk.
Yeah.
The
last scene.
From the very original script, hanya 3 lines saja. So when he came, so we start talking, we start discuss because 3 lines it didn't come out the powerful. I mean, to
Emotions.
and the emotion. So we changed a lot. We already changed about 30 plus times, and then the Jennifer almost get mad because it's going to change the sign language. We nak tahu. Thank you. Ada berapa style? Itu style boleh fit kah? Yeah.
This is very important because bahasa isyarat, even though you are saying the same thing, there are different ways to deliver.
Yeah.
So it's just like bahasa whatever that we're speaking right now. There's different ways to say that. So they need to spend time to actually pick which explanation of which styles they want.
Yeah, and then the sign language let's say you tak ada education banyak, so different. Ada education banyak, different like. Dia ada banyak style one. So
Okay.
that's why for Abang character is langsung tak ada education. So that's why the sign language must be a little bit simple. Some more between the brothers, they don't do so much because they already know each other very well. So sometimes the body language can understand.
Say thank you, sign language. Thank you.
谢谢的手。
This is Taiwan.
This is Taiwan.
Malaysia.
All right. Oh, we have another questions over here.
Malay meal.
This question is for Mr. Wu and Mr. Jack.
Yeah.
After having the emotional journey of developing a bond of brothers, how has that changed you?
你因为两位的合作，有怎么样的改变呢？对你自己来说，改变了自己什么？有没有什么成长？We start from Jack first.
I think 有什么成长？
先说好。
我觉得不只是跟 Jack 合作有感情非常的好，因为他在马来西亚，我来马来西亚，我发现马来西亚人其实很善良，多数甚至是马来人的朋友。我自己现在上映之后，我觉得非常想要跟 马来西亚的朋友说，其实这部片现在在台湾是非常
Oh yeah，
非常
火红
热卖的。
嗯
那主要也是因为有金马奖的帮忙。那但是我觉得，身为一个台湾演员演到一部马来西亚的电影，真的是马来西亚本土的电影，我真的非常骄傲。我自己替我自己骄傲，就是我可以参与这部做电影，然后现在这一部片在台湾竟然是非常卖座，是第一、第二名的。那么多好莱坞的片，它竟然可以在第一、第二名这样子跟他们竞争。那也让台湾的观众可以看到马来西亚的世界。那原来电影这个东西是可以跨越国家、跨越世界任何一个角落，因为里面的就像导演说的爱。真的是非常的纯粹。那我现在也反而现在又回到马来西亚，即将要上映。其实我是很谢谢大家来这边看，也希望大家如果真的喜欢，可以推荐给其他的朋友。
Long answer again, I give me time, okay? Okay, because he said that as a Taiwanese actor coming to Malaysia, being able to come to Malaysia to take part in a Malaysian production, he takes pride in that. He takes pride in that. And especially when Abang Adik actually is shown in Taiwan with fantastic box office. Well, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because they say that they've set 2 new records for Malaysian and Singapore film box office. Because for the first 3 days, it has reached 15 million Taiwanese dollars box office. And then with 7 days showing, it hits 25 million Taiwanese dollars. And that sets a new record for not just Malaysia, but Malaysia and Singapore film box office in Taiwan. So, and he said because he's part of the production teams of Abang Adik, so he takes pride in that. And even when he comes back to Malaysia, he always felt the friendliness of all the Malaysians, not just the working partners, but everyone that he spent time with, that he has the opportunity to meet. That impressed him a lot, and that's why he always wanted to eagerly come and present the movies to all of you. This is something that he takes pride in. Hope that answers that questions. Okay, Jack.
Okay, I'm really happy came with Cameron, and I dapat satu abang.
Satu abang.
This movie, yeah.
有多一个哥哥。
Yeah, the real abang in my life, and he asked me to jump out the comfort zone. Yeah, because he welcome and invite me to go to Taiwan, involve the Taiwan project. Yeah, so I'm so great, so happy. Yeah.
So obviously lah, good for you lah. You get the abang. Otherwise, you have to crack the egg on your own head. Hope that answer everyone's questions. And if you have further questions, you can always contact our crew members. We'll take this last opportunity to thank everyone for spending time with us this afternoon. We hope that everyone share the good news out to a lot of people. Abang Adik is showing everywhere in Malaysia from December 14 onwards. And please share on social media, share in your media. Thank you everyone for joining us. Once again, our cast and crews will take a bow and thank